Hi, I'm JMO from Xcase in the UK. Today I'm going to look at the latest version of our rack mount chassis, the Xcase RM208. It's a January 2011 for reference. So, it's been with us some time, this particular chassis, but there's been a few changes made. So I'll just do a mini review just to go over it again. And then at least you know what you're buying is the updated version. So, as before, it's got 8 Hotswap front caddies. We've got 2 front USBs, front power switch, reset switch, power light, hard drive light, LAN lights and warning light. As before, you can fit a Sim-Line Cd-Rom into the chassis, but we've now deleted the bay for a floppy drive, so we can fit 2 plates for 2 2.5-inch drives internally. Basically just remove this plate with the 2 screws and then you can fit your hard drive on it and screw it back in again. The caddies, hopefully you'll be able to see this, have 2 lights. The top one is power, the bottom one is activity. One lights up blue continuously and the other one flickers away. The caddies themselves are now much nicer quality than the original version, stronger, they click in easier, and they're just basically a lot easier to work with. We still got 4 central 80mm fans, although now we do have fan guards on both sides, and they are much easier to remove. You just press this little lever and they pull out, no screws. As before, it will take all motherboard types, from ITX all the way up to 12 or 13 dual processor boards. And for us to enable it for dual processor boards, it has to use a 2U type power supply rather than a standard ATX. You can use a single 2U power supply, or in fact it will fit now the redundant power supply made by Zippy, R2G I think it's called. That comes as a 500 watt dual redundant. Now, as standard, it comes with 7 low profile rear slots for half height cards, which is fine for most people, as your motherboards tend to have onboard video, or you can find plenty of low profile video cards now. LAN cards come half height, RAID cards come half height, etc, etc. However, if you've got a special project that you need to put a full height card in, we've now got a separate bracket which basically just replaces that one. That one unscrews, you plug this one in instead, and then that allows for 3 full height cards to go horizontally. The cards are secured at the bottom in these clamps and screwed at the top, which does keep them nice and firm. You will of course also need a riser card if you're going to do it that way. Now, other changes to it are the back planes themselves. Getting them out before, if you had a problem with one, a dim light or a broken back plane, was quite difficult. We don't get many, but if you do, then it was quite hard to replace them. So now what you do, you've just got 3 thumb screws, just unscrew them. Got this little clip here, just pull it out and then replace it. Very easy. The back planes themselves are the mini Sas type. Now, don't be scared by mini Sas. That just means that it will take both SATA and SAS drives. So if you've got standard 3.5-inch SATA 2 hard drives, then they're absolutely fine. And if you're going to use this backplane to a modern RAID card, each backplane controls 4 drives through one mini SAS connection, and you just need a multi-lane 8087 cable to 8087 to go to your RAID card. If you go into your motherboard, you'd need a reverse breakout cable. If you're a bit stuck on cables, just give us a ring and we'll talk you through it. The chassis itself includes a set of rack mount rails, slider rails. You don't have to buy those. A lot of companies charge you an extra 30 quid, but it's included at our price. And the price at the present time, I believe, is £149 plus VAT. So there you have it. The latest version of the X-Case RM208. Improved backplanes, better caddies, room for 2.5-inch drives for your operating system on a mirror RAID, and the option now to replace the rear bracket half-height one for a full-height one. I think that about wraps it up. So thanks very much for listening. Bye for now.